In Acts 1:8, we read, "But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." One can only imagine what the disciples might have pictured as the ends of the earth. Today, the ends of the earth are being reached by radio, but not always in the language understood by the local people. The Summer Institute of Linguistics, or SIL, of Wycliffe Bible Translators wants to change that. In many regions of Peru, where 60% of the population can't read or write, SIL has assigned Ray Rising to help local churches and mission groups bring radio to their own people in their native tongue. Ray has worked as a radio engineer with SIL for over 40 years in Latin America and has a genuine love and passion for the people of Peru.
Chazuta is at the end of the road. You can't go any further. It's on the edge of the jungle. In order to get into the northern jungle from there, you have to go by river or air, if there is an airstrip, which are very few. Loretto is the area that we're talking about. It is about 500 miles in diameter. It's completely jungle. There's no telephone, no electricity. There's no way of communicating. There's no cell phones. It's very difficult and expensive for our missionaries, our national missionaries, to reach into those areas and to travel because of the long time it takes to get from one point to the other and because of the expense. Because of the isolation and the languages barrier, each of these 17 language groups in the province of Loretto is very unique in the fact that one particular language group doesn't understand the other. They're completely different languages. They have their own grammar, alphabet, and manner of speaking. A lot of these people won't go to church, or maybe there's not even any church, but they will listen to the radio. And we found that they can purchase radios in the local town that will tune the frequencies that the radio station will be on. As some of you know, I was also in an isolated area for 810 days as I was being held by the guerrillas moving in Colombia. I was a hostage. The Lord spoke to me during that time via radio. And that's where I got the vision into reaching the isolated people area by radio with the good news of Jesus Christ to encourage those believers for evangelism. In this particular area of Loretto, there's an evangelical association that's been started amongst those 17 different language groups, and they're very excited about reaching their own area by radio. Haido Sangama, father, was a pastor in Chazuta for 35 years. He's been there for 15 years as a pastor. The church they have only has a roof. There are no walls. They have a missions program. They have a children's program. They have a youth program. They have a youth pastor. And he says our church has the passion to have a radio station in the Amazon area to reach those isolated areas only accessible by river. They have had this vision for the last 10 years. And it would be wonderful to have a sister church connected with them in this endeavor. The double impact of using radio is reaching isolated people groups and preparing the pastors, 80% of whom are lay people without any theological training. There's no other radio stations in that area that would be broadcasting in these languages. There's no other viable way for these people to hear the gospel.
Ray Rising, captive, but now free. These people, many of them were captives, but now can be free.